What is most fulfilling is that, when you look back and you feel that you have been part of India's growth story. After 2014, when Prime Minister Modi took over and he transformed the entire governance, he transformed every single space in this country. Of course, some disappointments. Biggest disappointment was 2019 when, for a short time, even after getting the entire majority, I had to play a role of leader of opposition.
The world in turmoil, the globe in crisis, AI is going to take over your jobs, climate catastrophe. There's things that you're doing which I don't think a lot of people really appreciate. Could you just share a bit more about what you're doing in the state at this
Wave of AI. And you shouldn't try to stop it.
Chief Minister, welcome.
Thank you.
And I can see you've brought the God winds with you as well. The winds of reform, change, you continue to do. I'm delighted to present before you an audience of business leaders, innovators, financiers from across India and parts of the world. And they're here to listen to you and hear your words about your vision for Maharashtra. And I want to start this conversation, this journey, around 12 years ago when we first met. It was just after the national elections in 2014. And you were hot on the heels of preparing for the Maharashtra elections. And since then, what a journey it has been for you over those 10, 12 years. Could you just reflect a little bit on that journey? What has been most fulfilling for you?
First of all, thank you for having me here. And it's always a pleasure to be present on this IGF platform every year. And as you have rightly said, that it has been a tremendous journey since 2014. What is most fulfilling is that, when you look back and you feel that you have been part of India's growth story. I think that's most fulfilling because, after 2014, when Prime Minister Modi took over and he transformed the entire governance, he transformed every single space in this country. And of course, being a chief minister of a state like Maharashtra, who was leading this entire change, I think that's most fulfilling that we could be part of it. So whether it is infrastructure, whether it is business, whether it is technology, whether it is startup ecosystem, you name it. And Maharashtra has shown strides in every sector. And that is the fulfillment of the journey.
But there must have been things that have disappointed you, things that you feel you could have done differently.
No, I think, there are, of course, some disappointments. And, of course, to share with you, the biggest disappointment was 2019 when, for a short time, even after getting the entire majority, I had to play a role of leader of opposition. But that's part of politics. I think that doesn't matter. But otherwise, I think, although we have done a lot of transformation, but I would say that there are many learnings. Like I'll tell you that, we could create so many infrastructure projects in last 5-7 years. But now I feel that, 5-7 years is a big time. Now for, infrastructure projects of this, this level, we must plan and get them done in 3 years, 3.5 years, 4 years.
I'm going to come on to timing in a little while. I've got an interesting story I want to share with you. But I just want to continue this reflective mode. Both of us have teenage daughters. And if we open the newspapers and look at the headlines every day, the world in turmoil, the globe in crisis, AI is going to take over your jobs, climate catastrophe. It's a worrying place, isn't it?
So it is a worrying, place. But I would say I'm also very much concerned about future of my daughter. But when I interact with my daughter, when I interact with this generation, it gives me energy. They are the people who will be reshaping the entire future. They are absolutely bullish on that. So I mean, on one hand, when we talk to the people of our age, there's always a talk what's going to happen to the world with the AI disruption. But this is a generation who has born with AI. They know what is the effect of AI, what AI is going to do. So I think, I mean, I am worried, but looking at them, uh, my worry goes down.
And you've done a lot, and you're doing a lot, particularly in data centers and AI. So you seem to be anticipating what I sometimes look at as a tsunami of potential job losses. But there's things that you're doing which I don't think a lot of people really appreciate. Could you just share a bit more about what you're doing in the state at the moment?
So basically, our thinking is that you cannot stop this wave of AI, and you shouldn't try to stop it. Instead, you should be future ready. You should anticipate what is going to change and how am I going to face that change. So in our state, uh, in fact, we have started AI adoption right from governance to every field, and our job is now to create a human resource which is AI ready. So I mean, if you when we talk about quantum, now building a quantum will take time, but we can train our people, to become a human resource in quantum. So that's what we are focusing. Right now, our major focus is to assess how the job market will change and how we skill, reskill, upskill our people to suit that job market. And that's what we have already started in our skill university. We are collaborating with several players. We are collaborating with foreign academia, so as to create that human resource pool in the state of Maharashtra.
And you've talked about skill, and Prime Minister Modi also talks about skill. It talks about scale, and also about speed. And this is where I wanted to share a very personal anecdote with you. That in 1991, when I was a university student at the LSC, I had the fortune of interacting with the then late dear friend of ours, Pramod Majanji. And we were walking through St. James's Park, and he paused for a moment. And he said, Manoj, the infrastructure of London is such that I don't feel that even in 100 years, India will be able to match that. That was 35 years ago. Today, I see Atal Bridge, I see the coastal road, I see your metro, I see change every time I come. What's changed between 35 years ago and the perceptions then of India and what it could do and now?
So let me tell you, Manoj, this is just a trailer. Picture abhi baki hai. So what you see in Mumbai is just a trailer. I mean, we are going to change the entire Mumbai in next 7 years. We are actually, focusing more on making Mumbai livable. We are focusing on how Mumbaikas commute, on how Mumbaikas live, how we can create, new spaces in Mumbai, and the redevelopment is a mantra, and redevelopment with sustainability is the real mantra. That's what we are doing in Mumbai. So I think that yes, of course, uh, not in 1990s. It was also it looked like a distant dream in 2010, 2011.
Sure.
But look what we could do in last 10 years, and now we are a very confident lot. I mean, Abhimanyu was just mentioning about going to BKC. Next time when you have to go to BKC from this hotel, You will have a coastal road which will take you directly to Bandra, and from Bandra you will, you'll have a Varli Bandra sea link. You will have a tunnel which will directly take you to BKC. And from BKC, if you want to go to the airport, there will be a tunnel which will directly take you to the airport. And again, from airport, you want to, either go to the north or want to go to the south. You will have a tunnel which will take you to the coastal road. On the northern side, the northern coastal road will take you up to Bhainder. And on southern side, of course, the coastal road is ready.
This is confident leadership.
Absolutely.
But I'm sensing in this confidence also a characteristic which is impatience in you. Are you an impatient leader?
Yeah, I am very impatient. Uh, I mean, I want the things done there and then. Just now, I want to do it because when I look at the world, see, earlier we used to look at what is best in India, but in today's globalized world, you can see what is best in the world, and then we feel that we had to do it yesterday. What we are doing today, we had to do it yesterday. So I think, and that is why, this idea of third Mumbai and fourth Mumbai, which I have mooted, it comes out of that, because ultimately, retrofitting in a city, it takes time. Now is a time where, when our honorable Prime Minister feels that India needs to make new greenfield cities. And now with Atal Setu and New Mumbai Airport, we have such a urban agglomeration which can be transformed into a new city. And that's what we have started. So in this new city, there will be a edu city, there will be a medicity, there will be an innovation city, there will be a GCC city. So all type of cities, and it's not on paper. I mean, at Davos, we have recently launched the Raigad Paint City, which is nothing but the GCC city which we are going to create. Edu City is not a distant dream. We have already started the Edu City. We already have 7 foreign universities which have located themselves here. Edu City will be a city which will host 100,000 students and 12 world's best universities with their offshore campus. Medicity will host world's best in the medical field. The innovation city which we have signed with Tata's, that will be hosting the entire innovation ecosystem of the world. So I think this Mumbai 3, which is going to change and reshape uh, the entire urban life of India. And then we are also creating a Mumbai 4. So this, or this Mumbai.
You're giving IGF a headline here.
Yes.
Tell us Mumbai.
Yes. So, recently we started building a new port on the northern side at Vadhavan. Now, this Vadhavan port is India's biggest port. Today, India's biggest port is, JNPT. This is 3 times bigger than JNPT, and on the day one, it will be amongst world's 10 biggest ports.
So who are you competing with? Not persons. I'm talking about, is it Dubai? Is it Singapore? Is it London? Where's the competition coming from?
I mean, they have to decide who. I mean, I'm not competing with anyone. They have to decide. So here, with this new port, we are also building third airport of Mumbai. So that will be India's first offshore airport, and our bullet train is also there. And from Bhainder, the north road goes to Bhainder. From Bhainder to Virar, we are constructing a 30 kilometers road, a sea link, which will directly be connecting to this. So this is creating another urban, area, and that we are going to develop as Mumbai 4. And it will be more focused on logistics and, allied industries. So I think now is an opportunity where you can build new cities. And I'm very sure that ultimately there was a time when we used to think about new cities like New Mumbai, which is a very good city. But it took 40 years, 50 years. But now is a time when you launch a city in 4 years and 5 years.
People like me come to Mumbai and then we'll go out to other parts of the country, like many people here. What's happening in the rest of Maharashtra? That's because otherwise we can have a very let's say bias view of what's happening. It's amazing. Mumbai is amazing. Things are happening here. But what about the rest of Maharashtra?
So that is a very good question because, uh, any development cannot be lopsided. And initially, entire development happened between Mumbai and Pune. And Pune, of course, is our tech hub. Pune is our manufacturing hub. And Pune is now, according to the new statistics, it's India's GCC hub. So in last year, Pune has led the entire GCC revolution. Having said that, now we are creating new business magnets or industry magnets. Our new industry magnet is Nasik. Our new industry magnet is Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. Our new industry magnet is Nagpur. Now, if you look at Nagpur, Nagpur will have the biggest manufacturing capacity in solar module. Nagpur will have investments in aerospace, in defense, Nasik, the investments are in aerospace, defense, and EV. Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar has become a new EV capital. So all those who are present in EV are there in Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. And apart from that, the farthest part on the eastern side, that is Gadchiroli. Gadchiroli, 5 years back, if you would have invited somebody to invest there, he would have said, "Have you gone mad?" That was, that would have been their perception. But today, Gadchiroli is emerging as new steel hub of India, and investments worth around 3 lakh crores are going on in Gadchiroli. And the iron ore in Gadchiroli is the best in India. And I assure you that very soon, with certain types, will make Gadchiroli a hub of green steel. And if everything goes right, we will manufacture steel at a cost which is lower than China.
So let's get a bit deeper into the investment story of Maharashtra. And we start off with the brand. Give me in one sentence, what brand Maharashtra stands for.
Maharashtra stands for unstoppable.
Can carry on a little bit more.
It is magnetic Maharashtra, it is unstoppable Maharashtra. And of course, Maharashtra, is the growth engine of India. We contribute around 14% to the national GDP. It is a startup capital, it is tech capital, it is fintech capital. So, it's a manufacturing magnet. So, we contribute around 20% to the manufacturing of India. We are number one, number two, always, in exports. And of course, as rightly told by Abhimanyu, that we are the biggest recipient of FDI, 31%. If you look at last 2 years, it is around 40% FDI that has come to India, to Maharashtra. Yes. So I think we will also lead the revolution of urban management. We will also lead the revolution of clean energy. By 2030, I'll tell you, our energy mix in Maharashtra will be 52% renewable. By 2035, it will be 65% renewable. By 2047, it will be 75% renewable.
And you are getting noticed. There's absolutely no question about it. Every month, there's one global leader, whether it was the UK Prime Minister, the President of France, and just last week, the Prime Minister of Canada. They're all making a beeline to Mumbai and
President
Maharashtra.
of Finland.
Sorry?
President of
Oh gosh, I missed the President of Finland as well. Forgive me. Or the Finns should forgive me. But yes, they're making a beeline across here, and which is signals for me as an outside observer of this, that you are really positioning Mumbai and Maharashtra as the true gateway to India and into India. But how do you, on a day to day basis, now convert that interest, that attention into real investment? The vision's there, the vision's very clear. We're also absolutely clear you have confidence, you're an impatient man. But what do you do on a day to day basis that actually turns all of that into real investment?
I think all of us know that the real mantra for conversion of such interest into real investment is first of all the stability vis-a-vis government, stability vis-a-vis policies. So I think we have very stable policies. In fact, in last 1 year, we have made 14 new policies. So policy led growth is our mantra for every sector, either it's logistics, gems and jewelry, fintech, every single sector we have a policy. So it is well defined policy, incentives are well defined, the processes are well defined, and we don't default on our promises. So that is one thing. Secondly, you have to make this entire journey very hassle free. So ease of doing business and cost of doing business, these are the two areas where we have been working very hard. I mean, if you ask impatient man within me, I would say I'm still not satisfied with what we have done. But if you look at the absolute numbers, since we started this journey of ease of doing business in 2014, we have done a tremendous job by bringing down the permissions, by cutting down the time. Now what we are really focusing is that I've given a task of 100 reforms. I've made a reform committee for ease of doing business, and I've told them, I've given them task of 100 reforms, and these reforms will focus first in each sector. What is the best in India, will match that, and then after matching that in second endeavor, it will be matching world's best. So that is what we are trying to do. I think ease of doing business is something which will really attract the global flows.
People like me, and I guess some of the people in this audience as well, we find it difficult to track maybe five tasks in a day. How on earth are you able to track 100 different tasks, 100 different projects? What do you use? Do you use technology? How does it work?
No, I think we have created several institutions. We have institutionalized the tracking. So since 2015, I have come up with a concept of war room, and this war room is a institution which tracks different projects. So there's an infrastructure war room, there is a social projects war room which tracks, there's a technology war room which tracks. And now after creating our vision for 2047, Viksit Maharashtra, which has a vision for 2029, a short term vision, a mid term for 2035 and 2047, I have created a vision management unit. Now this vision management unit has to track every single idea, and based on that, my job is to take people to task, to ask them that this was decided, why we could not do it. And fortunately, with this war room concept, what we could achieve is that in governments, when multiple stakeholders are involved, and especially stakeholders from central government, from state government, from municipal government, file travels like at a pace you just know it. I mean, it doesn't travel. So with this war room concept, everybody is on table, and we tell them that what is your problem, tell us right here, right now.
Are you using AI, or do you have any plans?
Yes, we have started using AI. I mean, not very deeply, but we have started using AI. But I must tell you that, I mean, how fast the governments are adopting AI. Our most critical sector is agriculture. And in agriculture, with the help of Government of India and Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, we have created AgriStack. Now this agri stack has entire digitized, agriculture uh, data with us, and we have created a AI LLM, which is Mahavistar. And now this Mahavistar is something which is a sort of agentic AI agent for every single farmer. We have onboarded 30 lakh farmers on that, and from cropping pattern to crop cycle to weather data, everything is answered by that Mahavistar. And recently we also integrated you know the tribal language Bhili on that app. So even the tribal farmers can ask their questions. Now they can just take a picture by a smartphone and of their crop of of any crop, and the entire thing at the back end analyzes the crop cycle, and if at all if they need to take any care, if they want to they have to do any spray or something like that, whether it will be infected, that entire information we give them in their language. So I think that this adoption of AI has already started in government, and every single day, because we understand that we have such huge data, and now we feel that by sandboxing that data, we can create modules that will be very helpful for us. So we are actually working with IIT Mumbai. We are working with various AI companies to create our own models.
You mentioned war rooms, and as I listened to you, a thought just came to my mind that your war rooms are actually working. There must be global leaders that could learn from how you manage your war rooms.
In my war room, there is no war. The war is only with delay and rate tipism.
Fantastic, fantastic. Let's stick to the subject of war just for a little while. And there have been many Indian entrepreneurs that have left these shores and made homes in Dubai over the last few years. Do you see this current turmoil as an opportunity to bring back that talent?
Fortunately or unfortunately, yes, I see opportunity, because I mean, look at India. It has been so stable, and under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi, it has emerged as leader of global South. It has emerged as a leader of stable policies, of democracy, of democratic governance, and of proper use of the demography. So I think now world looks up to India as one place where they can actually do their business, where they can innovate, where they can take it to the scales. And of course, when they look at India, they know after their research that in India, Maharashtra is the best place to do their business. So I think that the opportunity with this geopolitical situation and all the disruptions which are happening, India and particularly Maharashtra has immense opportunity in that.
So, Abhimanyu, you're moving back, by the way, and you're coming to Maharashtra.
Yes.
So we've got a final couple of minutes, and I want to go back to our reflective conversation right at the beginning. We met 10, 12 years ago, and your journey has been phenomenal. But Devendra Fadnavis, as the man, as the father, how has he changed over the last 10 or 12 years?
I have become impatiently patient. I have understood how business works, how politics works, and what is my role in that. So I think, yes, of course, I am a more mature person now. Uh, I think I have a lot of experience now, and with all the exciting innovation that is happening around the world, I feel that I am a right person at right time.
So when does politics stop and governance start?
See, politics can never stop. You have to find time for governance. So, I mean, governance is something which is a very serious business. Of course, politics is also serious, but governance is a more serious business. And in 2014, when I took over as chief minister, uh, one of a senior bureaucrat who was working with me, he said, "Sir, I want to tell you one thing." I said, "What?" He said, "You see, in politics, I've seen so many chief ministers and their working style, and out of that, I want to tell you that your time is not yours. And unless you take out time for governance, you won't be able to succeed, because whatever you plan today is going to be disrupted tomorrow morning. There will be something which is of highest emergency, which will derail your entire agenda. And at the end of the day, whatever you have decided on the prior day is not happening, something new is happening. So you have to consciously, you have to consciously give time for governance." And I think I understood that mantra, and I have been doing that.
Just one final question. It's in three parts. What next for Devendra Fadnavis? Firstly, as the leader.
As a leader, I think, whatever my party decides, I'm as a leader, ready to do that. But I think, right now, even my party feels that my role in Maharashtra is very important, and the growth story which is happening is phenomenal. So I would also like to stay in Maharashtra and do uh, to be part of this growth story.
Devendra Fadnavis, the father
Oh,
of a teenage guy.
I'm
I need
so
advice.
no. I feel so excited to see my daughter, and I think this generation is tremendous. I mean, apart from artificial intelligence, they are more intelligent than us. That's what I feel. So I'm very happy to look at my daughter.
Okay. And the final one, Devendra Fadnavis as a citizen of the world, the human being.
So I think we are seeing huge disruption, and we must pray that uh, all of us come together, and we must pray for harmony. But I think we all know how geopolitics works. So one has to navigate. We have been navigating. Our prime minister has been navigating. Uh, but I think that uh, you know the world needs a little peace.
Wasn't that a true tour de force of political leadership, of governance, and of humanity? Devendra Fadnavis ji, Chief Minister, my dear friend, thank you ever so much.
Thank you, Manoj. Thank you so much for inviting me every year.
Thank you, and for coming every year.
That's what I'm doing. I'm booking myself for next year.
Absolutely. Thank you ever so much.